My dear students, how are you? I think all of you are fine. After winter vacation, I am Ariful Hasan, Assistant Professor, Dept of Geography, Milestone College, welcoming all of you on our online class system. Before the winter vacation, we were discussing Chapter 4 and we have completed up to earthquake. Now, today we are going to start Chapter 4, another new topic, earthquake. First one, see the concept of earthquake. Concept of earthquake. You know that it is a natural disaster. It is a natural disaster and tendency of earthquake is observed almost in a number of countries and regions of the world, and earthquake is liable for lots of devastation in human civilization. It's supposed that approximate 15 million people died caused by earthquake over the last 4,000 years. And side by side, earthquake is such a natural disaster which people cannot forecast. Like cyclone, tornado, when it is going to be occurred or when it is coming, people can forecast and can take necessary steps. But earthquake is such a natural disaster which cannot be forecasted. It is suddenly occurs. Now, what is earthquake? First, to see, you have to know the definition of the earthquake. For different reason, when upper surface of the earth, that is where we are standing, vibrate for a while or sometimes mildly or sometimes strongly, this vibration of the earth surface or earth crust is known as the earthquake. See first one, definition, sudden and momentary vibration of the surface of the earth is called the earthquake. Sudden and momentary vibration of the surface of the earth is called earthquake. It's a familiar topic to you. It's a natural disaster. All of you know this one. Now, another 2 points I have mentioned over here: focus and epicenter. That means focus always in the interior structure of the earth. That means the place in the interior side of the earth where earthquake origin or the place from where earthquake started. That one is known as the focus or center. Focus or center. See, and directly the place where earthquake attacks, that is from the place from where we can feel earthquake, this one is known as the epicenter. Just above the focus, the place where earthquake observed or velocity we can feel, that one is known as the epicenter. Now see the definition of focus: the region within the interior side of the earth where an earthquake is formed is called the focus of earthquake or center of the earthquake. That is this one. And see, from earth crust, that is where we are living, from here to up to 32 kilometers interior side of the earth, center or focus of earthquake can be formed. And epicenter, the place of the outer surface of the earth and just above the focus is called the epicenter. The place where we can feel or we can observe, that one is known as the epicenter. See the red mark region, that is the epicenter, and the red star region is known as the focus. And see, from epicenter to surrounding area, you have to keep it in mind, from epicenter to surrounding areas, the velocity or intensity of earthquake gradually decrease. Again I am telling, from the epicenter around the surrounding region, velocity or intensity of earthquake gradually decrease. As for example, if you throw a stone in a pond, you can see the place where it will be fallen. Here the wave of the water will be high, but in the surrounding areas it will be less, gradually will decrease. Such a way you can say epicenter to surrounding areas, velocity or density, as velocity or intensity of epicenter, intensity of earthquake gradually decrease. Now see, which is not put in your text or is mentioned in your text, but you have to know it. The device by which we can measure the intensity or velocity of earthquake is known as the seismogram. And the unit by which we can express the degree or velocity of earthquake is known as the Richter scale. And see, if you watch different types of news or electronic media through electronic media, or if you read any articles on earthquake where it is happening, you can see this written 6 Richter scale or 5.5 Richter scale or 5 Richter scale earthquake occurs in some places. And the Dhaka city where we are living, if there any center or focus just under the Dhaka city and if it is 6.5 degree above Richter scale, then maximum buildings of Dhaka city will be collapsed. So again I am telling the device by which we can measure the density, intensity or velocity or degree of the earthquake is known as the seismograph, and the unit by which we can express this one is known as the Richter scale. So these are in a brief about the earthquake definition. So here I have given 3 definitions. Side by side I also discussed what is seismograph and what is Richter scale. Now see the reasons of earthquake, that is why earthquakes is happening all over the world. The topic earthquake which I am discussing, it is worldwide, but next another class you will learn about the earthquake, but what is the condition of Bangladesh, but it is worldwide condition. Here I have mentioned 4 reasons: plate tectonic theory, the detachment or crack of the foundation rock, collapse or displacement of rock, volcanic eruption. See, according to scientists' opinion, main causes of the earthquake is plate tectonic theory, or on the basis of this theory, or if we follow this theory, according to this theory, our earth divided into some plates, 7 big plate and 20 small plate. So all together plate is 7 plate, our earth divided. Still now these plates are in moving position. When 2 plate is coming from the opposite direction, when it collides, at that place one types of vibration take place, as a result earthquake take place. The detachment or crack of the foundation rock or collapse or displacement of rock. You know that our upper surface of the earth is composed of different types of rock. When any types of rock displace, detach or crack one place to another, surrounding area also vibrate. Number 3, volcanic eruption. You know that different types of ashes or magma are coming out to the crater of the volcano. When magma or other things coming from the mouth of the volcano and strong wave, surrounding area also vibrates for a while. It is also one kind of earthquake. Beside this, if any boulder or any big size of stone suddenly fall down from upper surface to lower place earth crust, that is from mountain to plainland, also surrounding area vibrates and earthquake occurs. Now see, consequence of the earthquake, that is what can be happened due to the earthquake. You know that I told also earlier, it's a such a disaster which cannot be forecasted. As a result, when the place where earthquake occurs, a lots of changes and damages take place in the world due to the earthquake, and there is a direct or indirect effects or impact or consequence of earthquake, which I have mentioned about here. See, first one, and innumerable cracks and dislocations are created in the earth's crust because of earthquake. Sometimes a vast area of land at the bottom of the sea rises for the earthquake. Sometimes a large area of land at the surface submerged at the bottom of the sea. A river motion is changed or blocked. You know that in Bangladesh, due to the earthquake, direction or the course of the Brahmaputra river has changed due to the earthquake. Big ice pieces suddenly fall down from hillsides, sometimes causes tsunami. You know that what is tsunami? Tsunami means when earthquake takes place in sea or ocean, under the sea or ocean water bodies, and the waves which attack fall in the coastal area and the height 15 to 20 meter, and that situation is known as the tsunami. Landslide gets slope from hilly region, famine and devastating epidemic continue in damaged area. The telephone lines, electricity etc. get disconnected and make the communication system disrupted. The root communication is damaged too. So these are the effects or the impact, that means that what can be taking place after any in a place after the earthquake. Now see the step to minimize the losses of earthquake. That means what steps should we take to control the to reduce the losses. See the caption, steps to minimize the losses of earthquake. That means we can't control or we can't prevent the earthquake, but if we take some necessary steps or some measurement, then we can minimize the losses of earthquake. I told you it's such a disaster which cannot be forecasted, but if we take some pre-measured or precaution initiative, we can minimize the losses of the earthquake. First one, see, while constructing any infrastructure anywhere, the soil should be tested by experts and the foundation of the structure should be made firm and strong. That means structure of the highest building should be strong and also firm. A safe distance should be maintained in between two construction that must have several doors instead of one, and any multi-story building should possess emergency exits where necessary. That means when we are going to construct any high-rise building, we have to keep a gap in between two high-rise building. If there is any such type of disaster, people can come out easily and can take shelter in the open space. Lines of electricity, gas, etc. should be maintained in a faultless state. It is also when people are going to construct any high-rise building. The furniture of the house should preferably be made of woods as much as possible. There should be a helmet for each of the family members in a residence. At the time of earthquake, switches of electricity and gas line should be kept off. People should take shelter in an open space. So if we take this some steps or initiative, we can losses the damages, or we can minimize the losses of the earthquake. And today's last topic, world earthquake prone region. The world everywhere it is not same condition, or all the places of the earth is the risky for occurring earthquake. Scientists or those who are working on it, they are divided the earthquake prone region all over the world into three classes. First is see the regions extending over the Pacific Ocean, the regions extending over the Mediterranean Himalayas, the regions extending over the regions of the Middle Atlantic Mediterranean. First one, see the regions extending over the Pacific Ocean. See this one Pacific Ocean, here is also Pacific Ocean. So Japan, Philippines, Alaska, these places are covered, the regions extending over the Pacific Ocean. See, earthquakes are mostly observed alongside the external periphery of Pacific. External periphery means the coastal region. Periphery of Pacific within the regions Japan, Philippines, Chile. Japan, Philippines, here is Chile, and Alaska, and also are the most earthquake prone region, which also mentioned over here. The regions extending over the Mediterranean and Himalayas. Here you can see this is the Mediterranean Sea, Mediterranean to up to Himalayas. Here is Himalaya, you know it is in India, and here is Himalaya. So in this region, it is known as the regions extending over the Mediterranean and Himalayas. That means the regions comprise of the part extending over the Aleppo mountain through the north shore of the Mediterranean and through Caucasus, Iran, the Himalayas, the Indochina and West Indian Island up to the New Zealand. Here we can see second one. And third one, the regions extending over the regions of the Middle Atlantic Mediterranean. And see here, the Middle Atlantic regions of the Atlantic region, you know, see this is the Atlantic Ocean, Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea Africa, Red Sea in Africa. Besides these three main belts, the Barents earthquake is also observed in some parts or inside the other regions of the world. So these are the main three earthquake prone regions all over the world. Next class we start earthquake in respect of Bangladesh. But before that, next class you have to submit one homework to respective subject teacher reasons for earthquake. I have given just point. You have to explain it. You have to explain it. These 4 points: plate tectonic theory, the detachment or crack of the foundation rock, collapse or displacement of rock, volcanic eruption. Each point you have to describe and you have to submit to your subject teacher. Best of luck. Goodbye.